Hey everyone, it's Ryan Briscoe here from Team Penske. We're in the engineering office. I'm with my engineer Eric Cowdin, the man that makes it all happen here. And we're going to take you for a lap around Barber Motorsports Park, which is a very exciting track to be racing on. But how do you see this track, Eric, from your position?
Well, when we talk about this between you and I, we obviously break it up into sections. We focus on general characteristics of the car because this track it's quite a big compromise. We have a 60-mile-an-hour hairpin corner that really you need to get a good run out of because it follows this long straightaway. But also you have these long flowing corners where you carry a lot of speed into.
They're more exciting.
Yeah, for both of us. Turn 1 and 2, 3. What you don't see here is the elevation change, which this track has about 60 feet of elevation change bottom to top.
The elevation change is awesome around this track. It really is quite a lot, and you probably won't see it so much on television, but when we come down the front stretch into turn 1, the braking point is blind basically, and you're basically going off a bump on the road, tap the brakes, and then just throw it into the corner in fourth gear. It's really fast. There's really elevation change around the entire circuit. Turn 1 down the hill, compression, sort of run uphill into turn 2 and 3, and then the track just falls away down into a dipper, out of 3, through 4. Probably one of the most important exits out of 3 because most of the passing you're going to see into that slow hairpin of turn 5. I was watching the highlights from last year, and pretty much all the passing, not just from myself, but everyone was into that corner. So you need to have good exit speed, you need to give me good traction, and Honda needs to give me a good motor so we can go flying into there.
Yeah, because that turn 5 is your heaviest braking zone, like Ryan mentioned, but it's also downhill. It's a bit off camber a bit, so you'll see a lot of people locking wheels going into there if they try to go in too deep.
Yeah.
And again, that's an important corner because it leads on to probably one of the other longest straightaways, and this actually leads us a bit uphill. So it's important to get a run up the hill as well because
the lap time. Yeah. But it's pretty easy track on brakes. The only hard braking point is into turn 5, and the rest of the track it's really just tricky braking zones. Really sort of long, modulant, carrying speed into the corners. Especially after 5, we go down the S's in the braking into turn 9, and you'll see us jumping over curbs down there. It's really exciting. We'll get the rear wheels off the ground and lock up a little bit, and it's not a passing zone, but it's really important for lap time down there. So for qualifying, that's where a lot of time can be gained and lost. And we come out of there, come up the back straight through a flat out chicane, turns 10 and 11, and then into the fastest bit of the track, 11 and 12, and another blind entry. It is so fast. We're actually turning in 6th gear, trying not to use the brakes, and
better you than me.
And yeah, it's fast. It's really cool. Actually, probably one of the more exciting corners on our whole calendar. Probably apart from turn 1 at Indianapolis. So it's that good, and really heavy steering because it comes down, big compression in 12, and the steering really loads up a lot there. So it gets very physical on your arms and your neck because we're pulling so many G's. How many G's? Up to probably close to 4, 3.5,
yeah,
4
I would say
G's.
3.5 through that area because you're braking as well, so you get a combined effect. Really, up the hill to finish a lap it's a bit of a make or break because you can lose a lot of lap time through that sector as well before the pit entrance.
And again, it's all blind. You come over the hill and you exit from that fast section, you just sort of, off previous knowledge, how far you can let it drift, and often you get a bit too wide, drop a wheel in the grass, and then just come around to the last 2 corners of the lap, just very long and flowing, and just being very smooth. That's where you need to just carry mid-corner speed, get a good entry onto the front straight, and that's a lap of Barber Motorsports Park.